Okay, I think we're live. How's it going, big noobs? I'm like, what, 30 minutes early, but I'm like, I'm getting a little tired and I really need to do this before the weekend's over. So I am probably gonna go straight to bed after the stream. Okay, well, we're gonna be going over some changes, okay, for the weather. And we might also talk about some older Loomians potentially getting a nerf hammer. There's especially one on people's radars right now, especially. Also, I'm probably going to be doing some videos in the backgrounds whenever we're just talking. Just gonna give it like a couple of minutes so people actually get here because like I said, I am 30 minutes early, so I think I'll be fine. What's up, Baldy? Baldy? What the heck, man? Bro. What's up, M4? What's up, Bio? What's up, Joseph? So, Dreads? Late? Bro, how am I late? How am I late? Okay, what the heck, man? What the heck? What's up, Hedge? What's up, Pays? What's up, Derpy? Jimmy's Earth for once. I mean, yeah, mostly because my sleep schedule is horrendous. I think I woke up today like 3 a.m. And actually, I think I woke up like 2 a.m. I haven't been to bed yet. I'm just trying to stay awake just to fix my sleep schedule, basically. Will I give Cosmere a new move? Yeah, I think Cosmere can get like nutty coverage now. I think Cosmere would be fine getting like Fire Slam to hit metal types. It's like, yeah, its stats are really good, but without having like access to every ability, I think it's fine. So yeah, I am down to mess around and play with Cosmere Unleashed a little bit. Not sure about Cracked though. If I give it Fire Slam, that doesn't mean I have to give it Fire Breath. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't mean that I have to give like both of them the same coverage. Also, I'm probably gonna give I gotta show some more love to the meatball farm. I think for the meatball farm, I'm probably gonna give it Dissipate one of these days, so it isn't just setup fodder. It can actually be a slow pivoter, which I think will be pretty good for it. And Cosmere Cracked could potentially run Dissipates. Maybe? I'm not sure about that one. Maybe low. Maybe. Make fog lower accuracy. That was like the first idea, but nobody likes accuracy being dropped. Fog should not touch accuracy. Fog, that would be awful. Like, no, like, that would just be like stall heaven. Like, stallers would love that. Wait, you're a staller, aren't you? That's why you're suggesting that. You just want people to miss on you so you can just set up your gas stroke, for example. Let Zulong keep Fire Breath now. I'm going to take it away. Zulong will get Fire Breath flow in the future when we have more things that can deal with it. Zulong's just a little bit too good right now. I wouldn't say Zulong is like straight up broken with Fire Breath right now. It's just a little too good, I would say. I mean, I've seen that people have been talking about Zulong saying like, oh, it's straight up broken. I rarely see Zulongs. Like, is it actually that much of a problem, or are people just complaining to complain about it? It's really hard to tell sometimes. It really is. But then again, I mean, that just always happens. Like, if I'm like using a team and I specifically don't want to see a Loomian, I will always guarantee see that Loomian that I don't want to see. And then the next day when I actually, like, let's say for example my team is weak to Zulong, I'll see a million Zulongs. And then as soon as I have a team that's good against Zulong, I never see them anymore. Like, it's funny how that works, but it happens every freaking time. Like, I swear, it happens all the time. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. Okay, well, I think I've like, well, waited for like 5 minutes. I think we can get started now, okay? We can get started. This one, there we are. Okay, so these are the current effects, okay? If I wrote them down, I will zoom in a little bit more. That should hopefully be enough. Actually, I could probably just make this bald. That'd probably be easier. Bold. There we are. I need a better way to like showcase stuff like this. Okay, there. I think that should, you can see that, right? You can see that. That should be fine. That should be fine. And then give me that. This should be fine. How much am I zoomed in? 222? 220, there we are. Maybe a buff to winds. Actually, I don't really need this one. I guess we can just put down the new one under it. Okay, so here's a rain so far, okay? I'm not actually sure what the best way to do this is. I'll just do it like this, I guess. Does here storm affect ice and fire type Loomians? What? Wait, does here storm? I don't know what that means. I'm so confused. I have no idea what that means. Stack weather, so 1 weekend? That sounds awful. I'm gonna pass on that. That sounds so bad. Oh, does Heatwave affect fire and ice, I think you said? Yeah, that's what it does. So this is what rain does right now anyway. Rain currently increases water type moves damage, so it doesn't have to be a water type Loomian using a water type move, it's just any water type move is increased, and then fire type moves are decreased, and then plants heal. I think rain is fine. I kind of want to like take this and increase it to 50%. It might be a little bit too much, but I am willing just to try it out to see if it actually is two goods. Rain is like the golden child. Yeah. I kind of want to do this. I think it will be too much, definitely, but I want to test it just to see if it actually is two goods. I think 25% is a little bit too little. 50% is probably overkill, but I'm fine to test it. I mean, we can always change these numbers again, though. And also, we don't have stab in this game, so I mean, this basically replaces stab. 33. 50 would go crazy. I'm down to try 50. I'm down to try 50, and yeah, I'm seeing like a lot of 30s in chat, which I was also considering 30%. I think 30% is like a nice sweet spot. So let's try 50. If it's two goods, maybe take it down to 30. I think that's fine, right? Also, I don't think plant types need to heal any more than 1/16. I think this is fine. Like, it's just meant to be like passive healing. We're screwed. I'm down to try it. Is it gonna be overkill? Yes. I'm down to try it though, like a couple of weeks, and then we can like emergency nerf it. So yeah, I'll put here. Probably emergency nerf back to 30%. Yeah, we'll put in brackets here, okay? I think for rain, I think that's fine, right? I don't think rain needs anything else. Like, what rain abilities do we even have right now? We've got Rain Rush, which 2 Loomians have, which is Arapago and Solbra Skellic. We have Pluvial on Parasol. I don't think Pluvial is honestly that good right now. Weathers aren't good in singles. 5 turns in singles is nothing. It really is. Like, weather, I don't think people should be using weather in singles right now. It's not worth it without the extending items. Pluvial in doubles is really eh. That's probably because Parasol is just bad in doubles right now, I would say, after like testing and trying it. So yeah, Pluvial is alright, and more things will probably get it. Is that it? Is it just Pluvial and Rain Rush? Why'd you move Forge? Oh, from Forge? I wanted to remove the other ability, Scorching Skin, but people don't use Forge. People actually use Scorching Skin. Scorching Skin originally was just a filler ability, like, yeah, this makes sense on it, just give it a random ability, and I'll just change it. But nobody uses Forge, so I mean, might as well let people keep the ability that they'd actually use. So yeah, I think this is fine though. Rain is easy to change, right? We good on that one. For heat, I think we just do the exact same, don't we? I think we just do the exact same. Oh wait, what am I doing? There we are. I just realized I put these wrong order. People know like the ice interaction. I mean, yeah, it doesn't really provide much because I mean, ice types aren't switching in anywhere. We can change this. Originally, it was meant to be the exact. It was actually going to be the exact same as rain. Although thinking about it again now, it doesn't really make that much sense since Heatwave isn't sunny day. It just isn't. I am down to change this though. It seems pretty meh. I just don't really know what to change it into low. Oops. Okay, let me take these effects, copy them down here. Let's do 50% and 50%. And then give me that. Give me that as well. Buff Gust? Oh, don't worry, we're gonna get to Gust. I'm saving like Gust and Fog for last because those are like the ones that probably need a drastic change. Want to do the easy ones? Because I feel like most people agree on this one. Heat in real life saps your energy. Yeah, but sapping energy is pretty meh. I could make it so it... Well, obviously I can't do it right now, but I mean, I guess I could do like, oh, non-fire type Loomians, or like a certain things like lose passive energy regain, but I don't really want to mess with that right now, and we don't have it anywhere. Depends on the Roblox Classic event. It's alright. Some of those games though I was not happy playing, but I beat it at least. I did it. So yeah. My Inferno Flame Shell, Chartika Bed and Nuke. I mean, I'm happy, okay? I'm happy with Chartika being good again. I'm completely fine with it. Okay, what do we do about the ice type one? Oh, do we change it? Do we leave it? I'm fine with either, honestly. I can leave it even if it isn't that amazing. I could also change it. Let's actually have a look at the types really fast. Could I just switch? Could I just make it plant healing, but for a different type? Is there a type that makes sense for it? Is there a type? I don't think so, to be honest. I don't think... I mean, would Earth make sense? I don't know about making a heal. I mean, yeah, I'm just trying to think like what other options would I do? Because if it's gonna hurt a different type, it would just be plants. But then it's just the exact same thing as this. It's like, okay. Do you want to give Gargolem passive recovery? True. True. Light heals? It's not sunny day, though. It doesn't make... It's not sunny day. People confuse Heatwave because because Heatwave has this main interaction of fire and water. People think it's sunny day. It is not sunny day. Sunny day is more light type. We don't have light type weather in the game, so I don't think it makes sense. Hurt spirits? I don't think it really makes sense. Again, it's not light. It's not really light. How about we make it recover health of bug types? I mean, I could just leave this, to be honest, right? I mean, does this one really need to change? The secondary effects, like, always aren't meant to be, like, super good. I mean, although, this one's pretty good. Make heats give metal type moves a small chance to burn. I don't know about that one. I'm not a big fan of that. Metal types take more damage. I mean, there's already like a damage decrease and an increase. I don't think it needs to be like an increase. Bugs are more active in heat, therefore gives them energy or energy discounts. True, true. We could definitely do like bug types. Well, okay, so if we're gonna go the bug type route, we could go healing, we could go energy. Don't nerf? No, this is meant to be a buff. I don't think healing really makes that much sense for this. energy, I think, would make the most sense. I don't want to give it, like, I mean... Yes, that could work. However, I'm going to say no. We're already, like, increasing something by 50%. We don't need to increase two things by 50%. I don't think that's a good idea. What would I even word it as? Get a 25% energy discount? Like that? I think 25% would be fine, right? What bug types? Right now, yes. But I mean, hey, this is to like make bug types better. 25. We're already boosting something. I don't think we should do another like. This is already like kind of a stat buff. I don't think we should do a nuller stat buff on top of that. You know what I mean? Also, if we like increase bug type Loomian's like defense by 25%, if you use Heatwave now, you're getting a damage increase and a defensive increase. That is way too much. Way too much. I'm kind of fine with this one, though, to be honest. I think I'm fine with this. Make it 30%. I think 25% is fine. 25% is already like a big freaking change. Like how 50 take away 25%. So 38. Your 50 energy costing moves are now 38. That is huge. That is huge. So instead of being able to like use 5 moves, you get to use 6.5. I mean, that's, and also like, yeah, energy orb. You can run like other abilities like motivational. I know, crazy. I think this is fine. Honestly, I mean, we could just do 10%. Again, it's meant to be a secondary effect, not a primary effect. Honestly, 10% would also be fine, but I'll do 25%. Have gets a 25% health discount? No. Have wouldn't be impacted by this since it doesn't have an energy. We'll do 25. I think I like that. I think I like that. Okay, Thunderland. Thunder. Oh yeah. We'll come back to that later, I think. We'll come back to like moves and abilities later. Let's first just go over like the effects. Let's just change the effects first. I think that would probably be easier to do. Yeah, Thunderstorm. I honestly just want to completely change this. I don't think the accuracy makes sense, but I kind of just want to do this. And honestly, that's it. That would be fine. I'm not sure like what else I would even do for it, to be honest. Loomian's Can't Fall Asleep is a fairly, I would say, pretty decent one. This also makes it so electric type moves won't bypass dodge, which I think bypassing dodge with every electric move is probably kind of broken. Energy cost discounts. So what? Increases electric moves damage by 25% and reduces electric type moves energy by 25%. Like that? I kind of like that as well. I kind of like that as well. Electric moves paralyze 50%. I think it's a little bit too good. Like electric's already getting boosted. We don't need to like do a nuller thing. Like think about like a rain. Rain is getting 1 boosts. And fire type is getting reduced, which is technically a buff for water types. For thunder, if it's getting a damage boost and an energy boost, That's already like its 2 things, like no more. I think that's fine. Is there anything else we could add to this slow that would be like fine? Lower the alert accuracy by 5%. I don't think accurate. I don't want to mess with accuracy. Missing moves suck. It just straight up sucks. Keep the accuracy buff. I don't know if I like the accuracy buff low. I like it to have some sort of benefit for a low type like heat and rain. Yeah, that's what I'm like trying to think of, but I can't really think of anything, to be honest. I could make it like, oh, water and electric type moves. Energy is decreased by 25%. I mean, rain. I mean, it's raining in Thunderstorm, so I mean, giving it like a water type buff would make sense. But I mean, in rain, electric type moves. No. Rain is already fine. We're on Thunder right now. Like rain is done. We don't need to touch rain anymore. Sound. I mean, yeah, we could make it so like sound-based moves are like weakened a little bit. Swift Swim also activates in Thunderstorm. No, that'd be too broken. Like a Rain Rush should only work in rain. If we wanted like a Rain Rush for Thunder, I should make a brand new ability. Sound is buffed in Thunder. That makes no sense because Thunder is already loud. So I mean, it kind of like nullifies all our loud things. Metals get struck by a lightning. You could make Thunderstorm disable Egg Lob and Radiant Forecasts. Nah, I don't think that's like a very niche thing. Like that's like a secondary effect. We already have a secondary effect. We kind of like want like another typing to be affected, right? Like think about like heat. Heat decreases water types. Rain decreases fire. It's like any other like type interaction we could do for this. Electro type moves gain priority. I don't think that's really necessary. Also, we've done enough for electric. Electric has already gotten its buff. We don't need any more electric buffs. It's already getting like 2 pretty decent buffs for it. It should prevent stat changes. Nah. Make electric moves resist earth. Again, that's another electric buff. Electrics don't need more buffs. We don't need to like make one. Like, if you're running a Thunder team, the only like team, like your entire team at this point is basically you want to run as many electric type Loomians as possible or electric type moves. We don't need it to just be revolving around electric. I think originally it wasn't like my plan to make like air type Loomians grounded, although that would be hurting your own Loomians, so I don't know if that's like the way that we want to go. I could make it so like air type Loomians lose damage, although does that really make sense, to be honest? Not really. Not really. It's a double-edged sword, because then you have an earth type Loomians that'll pop off. Yeah, true. But when your Thunderstorm team is weak to earth, yeah, especially that as well. It's like, it makes sense to like nerf air, but then I'd also be buffing earth at the same time. It's like really difficult to do. Like Thunderstorm is like such a weird one to do. It really is. It's such a weird one. Bug types get a speed increase. I don't think that makes that much sense. Not sure about that. I'm just gonna say that. Looking at the types, only other one that really makes sense is water, to be honest. That's kind of it. There are earth resists. You can throw them on the team like the Shants. You can probably do the grounded air types. The Thunderstorm teams can build around it. I mean, yeah. I mean, we could give it a try, I guess. I am removing the accuracy low. I'm not a big fan of the accuracy. It makes sense, but bypassing dodge altogether I think is a little bit too strong. I think that should be safe for like specific moves. Here. Airtight Loomians become groundeds. Yeah, we can try that. See how it goes. If it isn't like good, we can always like change it and like come up with something else maybe. Potentially, we'll see. Make it so metal types lose 1/16 of their health. Doesn't really make sense though, to be honest. Make electric types in Thunderstorm do 2 times damage to resistances. No, that's too much. That is basically like what? Like 100% damage increase or something like that. Airtight speed is slowed. Airtight being slowed? I mean, makes sense. I think I prefer the grounded one though. Like grounded makes more sense. But we'll try this. We'll try this. We can always come back to it. I mean, I can change these whenever I want. Like if like in the future, like let's say like for example like rain is way too good, I can always come back and nerf rain if I need to. So these like I can just change them whenever I want. Make water types be able to hit water, metal, and air for super effective? No. No. I think this is fine. I would like to try and squeeze water in here, but this is already a lot of stuff. I don't want to like make weather too complicated. I want to keep it pretty simple. I think this is fine. He should make metal types lose their health, lose their type. I'm gonna pass. I don't think we have any weather in the game right now where metal makes sense too much. Like, yeah, kinda, but not all of metals really make sense and fit into that. Metal types gain electric type additionally? Nah. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. I'm happy with that. Okay, next up is Windsland. Oh wait, what? It does 10% right now, right? Is that what it is? I think that's what it is. Is that it? Wind just gives airtight Loomians plus 10% speed and it just nullifies trapping mechanics. I think that's it, right? Is that all it does? Pretty sure, 10%. Make it a Tailwind clone? No, because I'm probably going to make Tailwind a light type move in the future. So we're going to be getting Tailwinds. First off, I am buffing this to 25% immediately. If I'm buffing all of these to like 50% or maybe 30%, I think it's fine just to give air types 25% speed. 10% is crazy. 25% is insane. This is an insane buff. But clearly wind kind of needs it. Basically this basically just doesn't exist. It is basically just like, hey, my airtight lumens are a little bit faster. Yay! It is not great. Also, Dread coming to the first 6 months. Damn, what a big nerd. Wind has a chance for air type attacks to daze. Yeah, I don't think it's enough, Flo. I don't think it's enough. I was actually going to go the route of maybe making it so... there was a couple of things I had an idea on. Air types do more damage? No. 25% speed is... I would say more... I would say this is more broken than these. 25% speed buff is way more broken than 50% damage increase. Like, not even close. Like, this is absolutely an insane buff. So, there are a couple of things that I had an idea on. Like, obviously we could make it so, like, oh, I guess it would actually be a secondary effect. Entry hazards can't be stacked during wind, and at the end of each turn, remove one layer from both sides of the field. People don't like the... Yeah, so this was like one I thought of, which I mean is mostly just like trapping mechanics. It is technically a trapping mechanic. It's not super good though. The other route I actually wanted to go was to make it so... I was thinking about changing priority moves. So now your air-type Loomians are faster, and the opponents can't use priority moves to outspeed you. I don't know if that's really enough, though. It still seems pretty meh, to be honest. Enchanted Coat? No. Air is already buffed. Like, this is an insane buff. Air doesn't need anything else. I'm not giving air types more damage or more defense. This is insane. This is way... Honestly, I would be fine like doing this. That to me would be the equivalent of giving it 25% speed. That is like how insane a 25% speed boost is. That's why I only like originally did 10. 10 is insane. This is devastating. Like this is actually like, I don't know if I actually want to do that, but I'll give it a try. Close entry hazards on your side, the other side? Nah. Because weather is meant to affect both sides of the field, not just yours. Like, the opponent should be able to like take advantage of your weather. If it's... No. I don't think like trapping should be like sent to the opponent's side. It doesn't make sense. Okay. So yeah, those are like the two ideas I had, like, was priority moves, but thinking about like other typings though, I can't really think of anything that would make sense for Windlow, to be honest. Like at all. Make all moves have a 10% accuracy decrease. I'm not touching accuracy. I'm never gonna do like accuracy. That is why there isn't any like minimize or double team or any move that decreases the opponent's accuracy. It freaking sucks. Nobody wants to play with accuracy being decreased. I will add things to increase your accuracy for the moves that have a chance to miss, but I'm never gonna add like the chance for you missing. It sucks. I'm just not doing that. One layer of entry hazards are sent to the other side of the or for both sides. Nah. Plant types lose 1/16 health. I don't think that really makes sense, though. I don't think that really makes sense. Yeah, evasion sucks. I will literally never do evasion. I'm not doing it. Evasion freaking sucks. I did see someone talk about like Toxic. In our game, Toxic doesn't really have an interaction with wind like a Doodle World. I know that in Doodle World, Poison is good against air, or wind, whatever it's called. In our game, Toxic and air don't have an interaction. Ice types gain a boost. I don't think that really makes sense, to be honest. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. I think I honestly could just completely get rid of the nullifying traps mechanic, but I don't think it matters what I give as a buff. Honestly, this like wouldn't be like too bad to keep, to be honest. Do 20% speed. I'll do 25 again. we can just treat it like these, where like we can just emergency nerf it back down to another percentage. Because we're going pretty insane on the other ones, I wouldn't mind to go like pretty insane on this. Make Heatwave remove icicle traps. Icicle traps are like already like fairly weak. I'm gonna pass on that one. I like the idea. I don't think it's super necessary. Also, you're running like probably an entire team of fire types anyway. It isn't really doing much for you, to be honest. It isn't doing much. Fire types? I mean, yeah, it kind of makes sense. It kind of. I think it would make more sense though if I think like that kind of makes more sense. Although I don't know if I'm a big fan of that, I'm not gonna lie. That's a pretty like, especially with the 25% speed, that's pretty insane. Flinch chance. I don't want to like give air types another buff flow. That's the only issue. Stops fire healing. I don't think it's like enough. I don't think it's enough. Like, yes, this is a pretty insane buff for air types, but is it enough to warrant you using it over another weather? I don't think so. I just don't think so. Reduce. I'm not touching accuracy. If you recommend accuracy one more time, man, you're getting timed out. I'm not touching accuracy. It isn't happening. How about minus 10% to both defenses? That isn't a terrible idea. Not terrible. Not super terrible. Make it so pivot moves don't work. That was like another one that I thought of, but honestly, I wasn't sure if like I was a big fan of it, to be honest. But yeah, pivot moves could. No, I'm not. Why would I give air types more damage? Air types are already faster. Why would I give them a double buff? This is an absolutely insane buff. Why would I make them faster and hit harder? It gets one, okay? It gets one. Yeah, we could give it is it like Feather Guard in Pokemon? Like they're immune to status ailments? I don't think it should be air types though. Again, air types don't need a speed buff and are immune to status. That's again insane. We don't need to give air types more. We want to like think of other type, other Loomians that can take advantage. So like right now, if you're running wind, basically you want an entire team full of air types to utilize the one thing you actually get out of it. It would be nice if there was like other Loomians on your team, or like maybe another typing that also benefits. Make the opposing team slower? No, because weather isn't one-sided. Weather is meant to affect both sides of the field. So again, that also doesn't matter. Also, you're already getting a speed buff. You getting a speed buff and the opponent getting a speed decrease? I might as well just do, yeah, 50% speeds. That's like basically what you're asking me. What we're talking about? Trying to think of another effect for winds, and all I keep getting is buff air types even more than this. Make it so perch doesn't ground you. Again, we don't need to buff air types already. If we can, I would rather have other Loomians also take advantage. Right now, wind only benefits one type, and that's air. So basically, if you're running the wind weather, you're probably running like, what, 4 or 5 air types to take full advantage of this? And if you're only running like 2 air types, why are you even running this then? Benefit ice because chilly? I mean, I guess. Also, yes, snow is most likely going to exist. Although snow probably won't buff ice type damage. Snow will probably buff a defense. I'm not sure if melee defense or range defense. I haven't thought about it yet so far. Heal simple. Don't know about that. Then make ice it a little bit harder. Make Loomians heal from burn. That doesn't really make sense. Makes your Gust team weak to one low type. Kinda, yeah, kinda. Kinda. Make earth types hit air. Though that'll be like nerfing Winslow. That would be kinda nerfing. Also, John coming to the free Delta Stream ability, but for all ice weak types. Again, John, I just said, man, air does not need a nuller buff. This is the, like, if you look at every other, like, effects, the main and secondary effects, this is the best one. Like, fog is pretty insane. I would say this alone is pretty, like, close to turning off all abilities. This is an absolute insane increase. We don't need to buff air types even more. Make some Loomians gain levitate. That would be like an ability low, not really like a new effect. I won't go that far. I mean, this would, like, this alone would make it like the second best weather in the game. The only issue is, even though the effect is absolutely insane, you're only gonna be like running it if you have like an entire monotype of air Loomians. Metal types gain more defense. I mean, metals, yes, sturdy. The nullify trapping mechanics is honestly pretty lame. I mean, it doesn't really do anything. My brawny tumultuous U-Typhoon outspeeding Prodigal will be pretty nice. I mean, yeah, that one's gonna be pretty nice. But other than that, I mean, what else? Like, you've got what? Your Air Summoner Whippledrift. You've got U-Typhoon. You've got Morphezu. Who else would you even run on the Air team or Wind team? Whipple with Nimble can outspeed Protagon. Nice. Oh yeah, Jetwing would also be pretty good. Yeah, Garagolem, yeah. Garagolem would... Sikubila Nimrod, Wintrix. Yeah, okay, there's quite a few. There's quite a few. Does it make sense to give... Metal types wouldn't really get like a... Yeah, metal types wouldn't really get like a defense boost, so it doesn't really make sense. It just doesn't affect metals, but none of these affects metals anyway. Strongest should extinguish fire. I mean, yeah, we could nerf the fire typing. I'm down for that. Earlier, I put down minus 25% fire range defense. I mean, someone recommended maybe... Fire type Loomians have their melee defense and range defense stats decreased by 10%. Someone recommended that earlier, but... That's lame because fire is already weak to winds. That's lame because water or fire is already weak to water. It's the exact same, man. It's the exact same. It's like the exact same as rain. Yeah, I kind of like this more than 25% for one of them. Fire is already nerfed in rain, and doesn't mean we can't have more of them reduced. There's definitely going to be like some overlap with some of these, and I don't mind that. Reduce fire type energy. That doesn't... I mean, increase? Make metals gain a defense boost. It doesn't really make sense, though. It doesn't really make sense. I'm not touching accuracy. Laxus, stop recommending accuracy. Nerfs, I'm not doing accuracy. Fire type moves become spread moves. It also makes sense just to do... I mean, I could just copy this. Fire type moves do less damage, but I don't want to like completely one-to-one take something that a Nuller Weather does. I don't want to like completely rip something from a Nuller Weather. Would we ever get a Chansey Blissey type? I mean, Wiki? Okay, no. Probably Gastrock, I guess, is the closest thing to Chansey, but it's actually offensive, not super support. Remove Magnify from Whippledrift? I'll think about it. Rework Steel Trap. Eventually, it is going to get reworked. Haven't fully decided on what it's going to do yet, though. Best Cosmeleon with 25% speed boost sounds funny. I mean, hey, I'm down. I am down. Oh yeah, and it hits both opponents as well. I like that. I like that. We don't really have like that many. It's just fire. It's just fire. The only like interaction air has with another typing is kind of fire in wind. There isn't like any other type that makes sense to like get a nerf or a buff. I look away and I see fire getting smacked. Yeah, I'm trying to like think of like any type that goes with it. Fire doesn't need a nerf. I mean, there's a lot of fire types. And I mean, if I can't nerf Pyro, then I'm going to also try and find another way to nerf it, right? Wind blows leaves around? I mean, yeah, but how would that interact with it? Okay, here's another one, then. That really hurts air-type Loomians low, because now they can't perch. So, yeah, that's also bad. Like, you can't perch, you can't peace of mind, that one's bad. Earth-types or plant-type Loomians in either of those defense reductions? Yeah, I mean, we could do Earth. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Gargolem buff and nerf. Oh yeah, true. Rip Gargolem. Rip Gargolem. Fire is faster but has less defense. I'm not gonna do another speed buff when we're already getting one. We don't need to like do 2 insane speed buffs at once. Oh yeah, Gargolem attack is not enjoying the defense decrease. Although it's already low enough anyway. It's already low enough. We could turn off pivots, like pivots could also like stop. Like another one is like, oh, range attacks that aren't air do less damage. But then we're just buffing air types again, which I don't want to do. Don't disable pivots. Earth can hit air. What do you mean? What do you mean? Metal types rusts? Just don't metal types like... Wouldn't that make more sense in rain, not wind? Am I dumb? Wouldn't that make more sense? Make metal types lose health because of oxidization? Isn't that more like a rain thing glow than metal? Also, not every metal type is a metal that oxidizes, so sound moves increase. I don't think that really makes that much sense though, to be honest. Nullify so Corruptedodds Hellstorm. I mean, hey, a Corruptedod isn't gonna have that for that much longer, okay? Crackle is gonna be having that instead. Don't worry, I'm already like planning to remove it. Make ice type slower. We're already like doing a speed buff. I don't think we need to do a speed nerf on top of that, do we? I don't like for like the rain and the heat, like yeah, increased power and decreased power makes sense, but this is make barbs get blown away, but then you can't set up barbs. But then you just can't set up barbs at all. Like, this looks fine. I don't know if it's enough, though. Like, is that enough, really? Is that too much? I feel like that might be too much now. Items are turned off in wind. Don't nerf defenses. I can't really think of anything else though that would do to like nerf a type. I can't think of anything. Drip Lashen. I mean, hey, Lashen probably needs a nerf to be honest. Oh yeah, but Neki. Oh no. Oh no, rip Boneki. No. Oh wait. Freaking Whippledrift is part plant type, so I can't even do plant. Never mind. I can't even do plant. Whippledrift is part plant, damn it. Why is Whippledrift a freaking plant type? Damn it. This is so difficult. The wind is the most difficult one to buff. Yeah, for the Shen. Yeah, I think I was actually just going to take away Ambush and replace it, but I'm not sure what else to replace it with right now. Not entirely sure. Like fire, earth, plant all makes sense to do something like that. I mean, I could also just do that. Earth and fire type Loomians. Whippledrift would really like that one. Hazards blow away return. That was like one of the ideas I had, but I'm not sure if I'm a big fan. Because then you can't set up entry hazards yourself. Heat plants defense reduction because it would be immune, like Nova in Heatwave. Wait, is Novadeus immune to Heatwaves damage? Really? It shouldn't be. It is? I don't know if that's intentional. Tyranium might have... Actually, maybe it's because it's a fire type and it's immune to that, I guess? I'm not sure. I guess Tyranium made it so, like, yeah, if you're fire and ice, then the fire makes you immune. I guess, yeah. I guess. But Novidace isn't the Heatwave setter low. If it's like the setter, I don't think it really should interact with its secondary typing. Don't nerf a type under Augusts. Well, it needs something else. I can't just give it a speed buff. It needs something else. Just block priority. Nah, I don't think it's enough. Why is it so difficult? I don't know. Disable blocking moves. Bugs become dazed. That's not a bad idea, but bugs already freaking suck. Bugs already suck. Brawler. Yeah, we could do something with Brawler, but I think I'd rather do something with these typings instead, to be honest. Buff plants attacks like 10%. I don't think that really makes sense. Strongest blow scapegoats away. I mean, we could just put that under trapping mechanics. Disables regift, that's it, nice. Plants get dazed. Again, it interacts with Whipple Drift. Whipple Drift is the win setter. Give ice types a buff. In what regard, though? Because it doesn't really make sense, to be honest. Make it call change? I don't know. If you want to benefit another typing, the air spreading toxins from toxic type makes sense. I mean, yeah, true. True. Earth and fire types can't use support moves. Ice types get a temp. Yeah, but ice types, it doesn't make sense for them to get a defense buff flow. Like, yeah, wind doesn't, like, blow them back, but I mean, that doesn't make them stronger. It just means they're immune to being blown away. Increases chance of a flinch. I'm gonna pass on that one. A speed and a flinch chance is too much. Grounded Loomians are slower. I'm also gonna pass on that one. I'm not a big fan of that. Item effects are nerfed. It's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I think it's a little bit too strong, though. That's pretty strong. Make Joltooth Solbrus get a defense. It doesn't have any defense. Solbrus Joltooth I think is fine. It's mostly just base. Joltooth is a little scary. Bug types become immune to earth like airball. But not every bug flies low. I mean, like Sumobito, Garbantis doesn't make sense. Fire moves, accuracy. I'm not touching accuracy, man. You gotta stop recommending accuracy. I'm not touching accuracy. It is not fun to miss your moves. It should disable soul bursts. I'm gonna say no to that. As funny as that sounds, I'm gonna have to say no. Melee attacks have a 10% energy cost increase. Honestly, yeah. I did think about that as well. I actually went the opposite way. I made it so air types have decreased energy costs. Like the wind is like helping you use your range attacks, but I don't know if that's good enough. Also, if I make it so melee attacks cost more, that would also be hurting your air types. Okay, let's try... Let's try... That'll be hurting your own flow. That means you can't use enchantments. You could minutes. I mean, yeah, this one is so freaking difficult to do. This would be hurting your own team low. Gus is so weird to do. 25% speed is insane for air types. I was gonna like think of another type interaction, I guess. Like, what did we do for thunder again? Air types become grounded. It could just be like something simple as this. Like, maybe instead of earth and fire, maybe like earth and fire type that Loomians just lose health at the end of each turn. Don't really know like why it would make sense for that to happen for earth. I actually don't even know why earth is here. Why did we put earth here again? How does this one make sense? Prevents pivot moves. I also thought about that one. I don't know if I'm a big fan of that one though. If a Loomian isn't air, it moves have a no. I'm not touching ocean. No, I'm not touching accuracy. Erosion. Make it so it hits light type super effective. No. Air is already good. We're not giving air a double buff, especially if this is the primary buff. Like, no. Make fire type moves always go lasts. That's just like another buff for this slow. Stop dodge from working? No. I'm gonna say no to that one. I'm gonna say no. What if we make it like Sandstorm or Hail, where it like hurts every Loomian unless they're a certain type? Like air, metal, ice. Not like a super big fan of that either. Does SWAT even work? SWAT just doesn't do anything yet. We haven't buffed it yet. Doing that on top of speed is a lot. I know. There's just nothing I can think of for this. This secondary effect, I can't think of anything. I actually can't think of anything. How does wind hurt certain types? By, like, blowing debris into them. I think the toxic type increase is fine. Then block priority. Okay, so for priority moves, I wrote this down earlier, but which one do you think would be better, though? Completely blocking them or turning them into 0 priority moves. Blocking. Negate. I also would be fine with either, to be honest. I think blocking makes a little bit more sense. Block is too strong. Well, I mean, if you're using a priority move low, you're using it to, like, go first. So, I mean, if you go last, it doesn't really do anything anyway. Oh, burn effect is buffed. Again, that's a double buff for air types. Make it call change? Nah, I don't think that should be a weather. I don't think that should be a weather at all. I'm not touching accuracy. I don't know why you guys keep saying accuracy. Make move secondary effects more likely to happen. I don't know if I like that one that much. Not sure. What would we do? Okay, well, I mean, toxic also makes sense, but what would we even do for toxic? Just make toxic types hit harder or gain priority? Although actually that would be Bloxlin as well. Sound moves? I don't think sound makes any sense in wind, to be honest. There's like no interaction, I don't think. Make toxic 100% accurate, but isn't like every toxic move already like 100% right now? Increases poison chance. That's a cool idea, but I don't think it's good enough. Toxic attacks have double poison chance. I don't know if that's good enough, though. How's it going? Pretty good until we got to wind. Wind freaking sucks to try and like buff. Just have earth type lose 1/16 of their health. I don't know about that. Just damage increase on making toxic moves spread moves. Yeah, we could make toxic moves spread moves, but I mean that's only for doubles, Len. I would like to try and make it also apply for singles if possible. So I guess I'd have to like do a damage increase. What was the word I did for this one? Oh. Toxic moves sure hit, but I mean, they're kind of already like 100% accurate already, I'm pretty sure, like most of them. I mean, that's why I'm getting rid of that on Thunderstorm. I don't want to like give it to a nuller Loomian. The group is gonna ruin everything. Yeah, but there's always gonna be like one Loomian that are broken. Basically in like each weather. Make gusts remove secondary effects. Is this too much low now? Like 25% speed buff. I'm not sure if I want the priority moves on here. If I'm gonna like increase toxic type moves damage, I'm not sure if I want the priority moves. Make recall moves do 25% more damage. I mean, that's nosedive. That's like the go-to air type move for melee attackers. Is that good enough though? Like, if you're using weather, are you going to use winds? Are you going to use winds? Or are you just gonna go and default back to rain? I guess there actually aren't like that many Loomians with weather abilities. Yes? Cap. Cap. That is straight cap. Are you giving other type boosts and weathers? I'm trying to. Either like buffs or nerfs to like in some regard. So like in Thunderstorm, Thunderstorm's electric moves damage is increased by 25% and reduced in energy by 25%. Like, this is fine. I think that's fine. I don't think every weather needs to have like a decreasing stats, or like a fire types are decreased, water types are decreased in damage. I don't think every type needs to have like a decrease, but I think it should affect at least 2 different types in some way at least. That could either be by like damage increase, a damage reduction, a defense increase, defense reduction, being grounded. I think there should be like, I think every weather should have like 2 interactions at least. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. We can always come back to it if we need to. We can always come back to it. I mean, that is a pretty insane buffalo, just that alone. What toxic type Loomians are you even gonna use though? Let's be fair. Toxic type Loomians. What toxic types are you even gonna use in this? Other than the goop, obviously. Obviously. Rhinosaur? Yeah, Rhinosaur. Rhinosaur definitely makes sense. Halvantic? Halvantic gets to hit harder? Oh no! Oh, Terrifying Swolder. That doesn't really make that much sense, does it? Thinking about it now. Range attack. Nah, I think that's fine. Halvantic doesn't use... I mean, I use Baneful Bash on it all the time. Hitting, like, bulky water types. Although, I guess you also have, like, your, Dark type move for Luminami. Gobademic? Oh yeah, true, Gobademic? Okay. Maybe for boots? Yeah, probably. Okay, are we happy with that? What about the secondary effect? Do we need like a nuller secondary effect? Does this secondary effect need changing? I'm not super happy with the trapping mechanics. Because who the heck cares? Who cares? Lock parity? No. No. Not with both of these, that's too much. The secondary effects is weak, but the primary effects are strong. Yeah, true. I mean, it's kind of like Fog, like this is a pretty nothing burger secondary effect, but this is broken. Okay, well, I think that is fine. And like I said, I can always come back and change these in the future if I need to. Okay, it is fog time. It is fog time. First off, I am changing this. Every Loomian 2-turn moves become 1 turn. That's the first change I'm doing. Instead of only spirit type moves changing to 1 turn, I think every Loomian should get 1 turn moves. I don't know if you're ever going to use Plunge Low, because why would you just not run Wave Wrecker? I guess Plunge is a little bit cheaper on energy, but I don't know. I don't know. Make accuracy lower. Hyber? Say it again. I dare you. You'll be timed out for an entire freaking week. If I see one more, nerf the accuracy. Make it so moves don't hit. No! Garbage idea. I don't want to hear it anymore, okay? Evasion freaking sucks balls. Quite literally. Nobody wants to play that. Nobody wants to play with that. Like, ever. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So, yeah. So there's two ways we can go. Obviously, let's be honest. Fog is pretty broken. Fog is pretty broken. Allows spirit type moves to hit light types? Bro, you are insane. We're trying to nerf this one, okay? Not buff it. I have seen some people say that, oh, Fog is overrated. It's not as broken as people think it is. I don't think they're using their brains, to be honest. This is very overkill. I mean, I've only really used it in doubles so far because weather isn't good in singles. But I mean, like, terrifying, petrifying, they don't work anymore. So, I mean, this is an absolutely insane secondary effect. Okay, so let me do the first idea that I thought of, okay? Nullify all non... Oh, wait, how can I word this better? This is a suggestion that I saw from someone, and honestly, I actually really like this. I think it's pretty broken, though. Also, it doesn't do anything in singles. I would like to try and, like, balance these for both singles and doubles. Tronix's lights. That is also another thing as well. Spirit types ignore. Yeah. So this was the first idea. I like it. I think it is definitely an improvement of the first normal one. I think it's just better, though, just to make it so... I think that makes more sense. It's basically the exact same, but only for spirit type Loomians. Like Devious, it's like Devious and more. Like, think about like Sly. I also forgot what Sly did because it doesn't freaking work and nobody uses it. So basically, if you have a spirit type Loomian on the field, if you attack the opponent, let's say it's resilience, you bypass resilience. If the opponent's ability is Ace and it attacks you, you ignore it. So it's basically the exact same as this, but it only works with spirit type Loomians. So it's a lot easier to do it to, like, Mold Breaker. Would it be Mold Breaker? I'm not sure about that. What does Mold Breaker do? Mold Breaker ability. What does Mold Breaker do? Yeah, Bulbapedia. I'm trying to scroll. Stop auto scrolling me. I swear. Bro, I can't. Okay, fine. Screw Bulbapedia line. I'm going to a different website. Prevents a target's ability from affecting moves that the Mold Breaker is just offensive. Oh, I think it should also be defensive. Might as well go the step further and make it also defensive. I think this makes more sense. Okay, how can I word this easier so Tyradam understands? Okay, well let me like do that poke. When spirit type Loomians attack an opponent that isn't spirit type, ignore their ability. When Loomian that isn't spirit type attacks how do I word this? When a spirit type Loomian is being attacked by an opponent that isn't spirit type, ignore their ability. Okay, I think that's how you word it. I think that's how I can word it to make it easy. Make simple types immune? No. If I was gonna make a nuller type immune, it would probably be light type. I think this is fine though. What's been changed so far? We've kind of like gone over every weather. I think this is fine. Do I also do light and spirit, or do I just leave it spirit? We could try this first, see how it goes, and then change it. What about dark? Kind of makes sense, but I feel like light makes a little bit more. Don't give light the same effects. What would I do, Len, for light? We can do something else for lights. I'd give light a secondary effect. Yeah, that'd be fine. Light. Bro, I'm writing a freaking novel at this point. Okay, what could we do, Lo, for light types? I think just exclude light. Oh, so light types just ignore this. What a terrible idea. Get rid of the fog for that turn. I mean, no. That's kind of what Cosmere is meant to do. Can't really take anything away from Cosmere. I already nerfed Cosmere. We can't like give its ability to every light type as well. I'm not sure if I want to make light types ignore that rule. I feel like we could probably come up with something else. I don't think they should get a power buff. That doesn't really make sense. Giving them an accuracy buff makes sense, but I mean, I feel like that's not enough. Light types shouldn't deal less damage. They should probably deal more damage because, you know, they're like the only thing that can see lowland spirit types. Light and dark type moves resist each other. I feel like that makes more sense if we get like a light type weather. What about Lashent's? What about Lashent's? Well, Lashent's gloomy ability I think should ignore this, because it also ignores this. Increase critical hit? Damn. We could just make it that, but that seems like pretty lame. It's like a cop-out answer. Just like can't think of anything, just do the easy thing. Light type moves are sure hits. I mean, Make smoldering heat increase toxic types health. Nah. Light type moves daze the opponent. It's not like super good though. Make sure hits. I mean, sure hits is another like okay, like fairly decent idea, but do we really need it? Do we really need it? Why would making the battle darker make light type moves more accurate? Because light type are the only thing that actually like has passage through. I mean, look at like Charonyx that has like a light that it carries around. So I mean, it's like the guider for fog. I'm not gonna also do dark types or immune. Like, fog isn't exactly, like, pitch black. Light types gain priority? I don't think that really makes sense, to be honest. Make fog, make all moves non-contact for spirit. Nah, this is already like an insane buff. We don't need to do another buff for spirits. Like the idea for this is to like give a typing like one pretty good buff or like maybe two small buffs, not one big buff and another big buff or small buff. If I just want to say priority light moves, I was about to tear their heads off. Oh yeah, priority flare? No. Make simple neutral to spirit in fog because Muchun ain't scared of no ghosts. Nah, because I mean, okay, Muchun, but like Weaselin? Nah. Why light type when Charonyx is light type? True, but we're not trying to hurt light types, we're trying to like buff light types though. We're trying to buff them. Although, you are right, I mean... It's not like Charonyx needs another buff. Make pivot moves deal more damage, that sounds funny. This is a sort of a joke. Yeah, especially like when... I feel like the main one right now is probably Fade Away. I mean, this makes sense, but it just feels lazy. It just feels lazy. I don't think I like critical hits and flinches. Light types do not get hurt by hazards, because they can see where they land. But I mean, they can see when they land when fog isn't set up low, but they still get hurt. This is fine. I mean, it is, but is that it? That would be too broken because Charonyx is the setter, and it makes his allies also ignore, so we really can't do that. We really can't. We can make it light. This doesn't affect Charonyx because it is already spirit type anyway. Or Vesperatu? What about Vesperatu? What do you mean? Make it ignore the effects for light types and their team? Nah, because Charonyx is the setter. Charonyx can set up the weather, is immune to abilities, and then also makes his teammates immune to abilities. All in one Loomian? A little bit too good. A little bit. Can't even touch Eclipse and Fog. Oh yeah, I forgot. It's a light type, so yeah, it would ignore that rule. I mean, isn't that a good thing, technically? We're bringing Vesperatu back to reality, okay? We're just bringing it back to reality. I think this is fine. Also, yeah, I have seen people talk about, like, air typing and, like, water typing. I think light makes more sense, to be honest. Just saying. How about you make it so the primary typing is the one that ignores the rules? I actually don't know how many primary typing light type lumens we even have. Let me have a look. We have Luxor, Valkyrie, Eclipse, Shiensa, Nimue, and that's it. That's like 5. I'm not sure about that one. I don't like want to get like in the depths of like, oh, primary or secondary typing. It's confusing. We don't want to like go and make these even more confusing than they already are. Light types get moves redirected to Loomian doubles. Increased accuracy and fog. I'm gonna pass on that one. I just realized Solar Punch Chienta stunks are up. What do you mean? Why is Solar Punch stunks are up? Because 2-turn move? Oh yeah, they become 1-turn. I forgot it's a 2-turn move. I don't know how I forgot about that. Oh yeah, I'm fine with that. I am really fine with that. I was saving Solar Punch to I was saving it so like it would also have this if we had like a sunny day type thing, like a light type weather. Maybe in the future. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Okay. Are we happy with all of these, Len? I think I am. I think I'm happy with all of these. So rain and heat are buffed to 50? Yes. So rain is boosted to 50%. Obviously, if it's too strong, we might nerf it back down to 30%. The only issue is, I think 25% is too little. I think 50% is going to be too much. But we can always, like, nerf it and just tweak it, trying to, like, find a nice sweet spot. What does heat do again? Heat is, here. Heat is basically the opposite of rain. I don't know, I forgot what rain was called. Why was rain buff? I feel like rain, like, I feel like 25% is too little. Change smoldering heat secondary effects? Why? What's wrong with this one? What's wrong with this? It makes no sense. Well, I mean, there is an annular good one. Ice types lose health makes sense, but it freaking sucks. Why are bug types catching hands? No, this is a buff for bug types. Bug types cost is cheaper. Like, moves are cheaper. Give bugs a defense boost. We already got like a pretty big buff. I feel like this is a more fitting secondary effect. If we're talking about like a main effect, then sure, but we're not. We're talking about secondary. You do realize Aklos destroys... Oh, Heatwave destroys Aklos? Well, sucks to suck for Aklos. I mean, that's the case look for every weather low. Some Loomians are completely crippled by it. That's just how it goes. Add light type? No, this is not sunny day. I've like said this like 20 times, I swear. Heatwave is not sunny day. The primary effect might seem like sunny day. It is nothing to do with it, low. If we had sunny day in our game, it would be a light type weather. But we don't have light type weather. Yeah, I'll post this in PvP discussion once we're done with it. Yeah, well, there's heat at least. Thunder. We'll come back to this one in a minute, okay? We'll see if we can find any other ideas for it. Thunder, I think, is fine. I'm really happy with this one. It does primarily, like, mostly benefit electric, but I think that's fine. I mean, it also benefits earth types, so I mean, it's like a, yes, a double-edged sword, so I think it's fine. I'm not doing meteor rain. Wind is fine. I'm not touching wind again. Okay, wind is fine. I'm not touching that. And then we just did fog, yeah. So the main issue line is what? Just bug types? Like, this is it? I think every weather is fine. It seems like people just don't like this one. Give toxic types amulets regen under Heatwave because moldering fire produces toxic gases. Does it, low? No, bugs don't need a defense increase. That would be a main effect. This is a secondary effect, which is why, like, making moves 25% cheaper is a more secondary effect because, I mean, it's not that big of a buff. Also, yeah, we would be double buffing Billaford, which I'm not, like, super against, but Actually, wait. I just realized I made it so it's bug-type Loomian's moves are cheaper, not bug-type moves. If it's every bug-type, maybe it should be, like, 10%. Maybe 25% is a little bit too much. What am I supposed to use to deal with ground types and Thunderstorm teams now? Get a water type. 10% is bad. Yeah, but it's not bug type moves, it's bug type Loomian's every move. So if you're using Terrafly's bug type moves are cheaper, toxic type moves are cheaper, it's all of their moves. If it was just bug type moves, then sure, 25%. But if it's every move that bug types can use, I think this is fine. I think this is fine. If you guys have any like ideas to suggest changing it, I'll hear it, but I honestly don't think I'm going to be happy with anything else, to be honest. I honestly have no freaking idea. There just isn't like any good secondary effect that makes sense that I would be happy with for this. Toxic, yeah, but I don't want to double buff the setter low. I don't think any weather then. I mean, technically, Charonyx is getting double buffed, but it can't ignore something it already ignores. Ice type becomes water. Nah. Make heat buff bug type moves only. I mean, I think this is fine. This is like the equivalent of just making it like this is the exact same as this. Ice type Loomians lose health. It's just the exact same, but I made it affect their moves. don't know if I like ice type moves becoming water, because that technically hurts you, because fire types are going to be your primary source of Loomians. Make bug type Loomians heal? I don't think that really makes sense though. Originally I went with plant, but plant doesn't make sense to heal in this either. The 10% is pretty bad. It isn't, like, if I scroll down to Thunder, here you can see that I made electric type 25% cheaper, but it's electric moves. For this one, first of all, it's a secondary effect, not a primary effect, and it's not bug type moves, it's every move that bug type Loomians use. 10 feels mid. Well, I mean, it's not bug type moves. I think you guys are like misunderstanding. It's not bug type moves are cheaper. It's every move that bug types happen to use. So, I actually don't really know what's an example. Like if Garbantis's battering ram was cheaper, Body Crush is cheaper, Earthquake is cheaper, Brace would be cheaper. It doesn't have Iron Defense yet. Like, this is a pretty big buff already, and again, it's meant to be a secondary effect, not a primary effect. And speed, that would be a primary effect. That would be like an entire, like, different weather. Simple moves have a 10% chance to burn? I don't think that makes sense at all. Chance to burn? I mean, you're already, like, spamming your fire type moves low. I don't think we need to double buff that, right? That's a double buff for fire types. Heat mix Loomian sweat and lose 1/16 of energy? I mean, yeah, that would also make sense. I think this is fine, to be honest. So I'm like seeing a lot of like good ideas, but I don't think they're better than this, or I would rather replace this with them. Or replace them with this. Did I say that first the right time? Bugs need 15%? Bro, this is fine. This is fine. Bug type Loomians. Let me have a look. So, Florant has photosynthesis. Take away 10%. Florant now has 65 energy photosynthesis. Although I don't know if you're gonna use a Florant in this weather low. Like, it's not like just attacks either. I put down specifically moves. So pop moves would also get the increase, or the cheaper discounts. So I think that's like a fairly strong effect, especially for a secondary effect. Soulless Fallen would get 12 energy back after a passive injury gain. True, true. Plants and or bug type moves have a chance to burn. I don't think that makes sense, to be honest. Fire bug type when? Honestly, I mean, I'd be down. I definitely would be down. Let's have a look at the other typings. I'm not doing Toxic. I've seen a lot of suggestions for Toxic. I'm not doing it because Bill of Forge is part Toxic. The only like other thing that I would want to do is like, oh, ice types and maybe metal types are damaged at the end of every turn, but that's what it used to be, and nobody likes this. It's not good. Like, ice types probably aren't gonna switch in anyway because they're gonna die. Guru Fire Slam. Nice. Nice one. I think hurting Tundrelin is funny. Well, I mean, yeah, but Tundrelin probably doesn't want to take a 50% boosted fire type move, right? Am I going to make a video? Yeah, I'll probably make a video going over these again whenever we're closer to, like, doing it, I guess. I don't want to change ice types to become water type moves. That's I would consider that a little bit too confusing for the casual player. Like, you have to think about it like from the casual player as well. I have to make it very like streamlined, so it's like, yeah, I understand that like straight off the rip. I don't think an average player would understand. And Fog isn't. I mean, Fog is definitely a little bit convoluted, but I mean, it's like, it's one effect. If I'm doing like multiple effects in Heatwave, fire is increased, water is decreased, and ice becomes water, and then also makes them decreased, I think that's like too many effects to like keep up with. Also, it's like, yeah, like ice types will become water, and then they would become weaker. Fire types can be burned? Well, that would suck for Heat Lobe, because you're mostly going to be using fire types. I think this is fine. I'm just going to leave it like this, to be honest. I don't want to change it anymore. I think this is fine. Obviously, like, if the secondary effects aren't really being used, we can always come back to them and change them again. I think this is fine. Are gust preventing hazards? No, that would be a little dumb, I would say. So yeah, I think this is fine. So rain is going to increase water by 50, decrease fire by 50, plant type blooms will heal still. Heat is going to increase fire by 50, decrease water by 50, bug type Loomians get cheaper moves. Thunder is going to increase electric moves damage by 25% and reduce their energy by 25%. Air type Loomians are grounded, the Loomians can't fall asleep. Wind, air gains 25% speed. Toxic moves are increased by 25%, and yeah, secondary effect kind of sucks still, but trapping mechanics are turned off, and then fog, instead of nullifying every ability, spirit type Loomians just ignore Loomian's abilities that aren't spirit type. I think this is fine. Rain and heat are broken. I mean, yeah, the 50% might be too much. I've said that like how many times now? I just think 25% isn't good enough. This is probably overkill, which is why I put in like a bracket here, like just a little like, it probably will need an emergency nerf. Probably back down to 30. I think somewhere between like 30 and 40 would be fine, but we'll do this. We'll do that. 50% is going to be wild. Well, I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Will anything get weather setting moves? Yeah, I'm probably going to make them move manuals, I think, later down the line. I'm thinking too much about singles. Me? I don't think so. The issue with weather is I can't make it so they just have a doubles effect. Because what's the point using that weather line in singles? There's no point. That weather would become pretty useless in that regard. All these like weather effects, I'm trying to make them usable in singles and doubles. And I think they're all usable in both formats. Heatwave, very smart volcanic flame shell, fire breath, pyrolin. Why stop at fire breath? Let's give it Flare Blast, whatever it's called. So yeah, I think this is fine. Obviously later down the line we might get even more weather, like snow, sandstorm would be cool I guess as well. We don't have to worry about those right now because I don't know when the heck that's gonna be. Let's do those right now? Heck no, because I don't even know when they're, or if they're gonna happen. Acid Rain would be cool. I don't know what I would do though, to be honest. I have no idea. Because it's basically just wind, but slightly different. These decrease only by 33%. We'll try 50%. Like I said, I am fine from going from like underpowered to overpowered, just to try and find the sweet spot. Like we've tried to do 25%. It's alright. I wouldn't say it's like a meaningful buff, to be honest. I feel like it's underpowered here. Although like 30% isn't like a big buff, it's like only 5% more, but I mean that's still pretty good. Oh yeah, I need to give Impersonate to someone else. Maraith, I guess, makes sense as well for that. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and really quickly save this. So I have it. Weather changes. Okay, we got that one done. Now we can go on to abilities and moves, okay? Now we can go on to abilities and moves. 20. 20, so burn up. Buff. So if used in Heatwave +2 range attack. Yeah, I think that's the first one. I think that's the first one. I've been asked like this for quite a lot, to be honest, like from multiple people. While you're at burn up, make the gust +2 in strong gusts, but you're already getting like a speed increase though, so I don't know. I don't know. Soft water? We could buff soft water in rain, but I've like, isn't soft water like already like pretty scary, to be honest? I mean soft water like is permanent now, as long as you don't switch. I don't think. I think soft water is fine, to be honest. Also, yeah, rain already has like a lot of freaking healing. What's another one then? Am I still too zoomed in? Yeah, let me zoom out to like 150. That's better, I think. That's the second one. Photosynthesis, more health. Heatwave is not sun. This is mostly because Tarex is a machine. Thunderstorm, recharging it. Also, Staunch freaking sucks. I buff Staunch, but it still freaking sucks so bad. It's like, Staunch might be like the next ability I just try and delete, to be honest. It's alright, but it's so bad. Name it Battery? Yeah, I'll just leave two of them to name them. Two is probably gonna like rename it anyway. But yeah, we could like name it Battery, I guess, for now. Okay. Smoldering Joy. I love Smoldering Joy, but Inferno makes more sense if I'm giving it to more things, I guess. Also, yeah, Battery makes sense. Storm Chaser... I don't know about that. Battery is fine. I don't think we're using Battery, right? For anything? I think that's fine. Is there any other moves we should look at? Overclock? Honestly, I kind of like that better. I like that better. I like that better. Give that ability to Surebot too. Surebot is gonna get Slush Rush when we get Snow eventually. Yeah, I think Overclock is my favorite name for that so far. Make staunch a signature for Dragonine. I think Himber has it, right? The thing is, I can't really give Himber a good ability, another good ability, because Himber's pretty, like, good. It's in, like, a pretty nice spot. No, I'm not changing Staunch, I'm removing it from Tyrex. Give Wackalaka a fog ability. Wackalaka. Let's have a look at you. I mean, Wackalaka makes sense with Gloomy. I don't know what I would replace though. Like, I guess it would be Enchanted Coats. I guess. What does Foreman have as secret ability? Foresight. What does Halloween Kabonga have? Is that also? Oh, that's Noxious Weeds. Oh. What's Overclock? Oh, I've got to change it here. There we are. Give Wackalaka a dark resistant fog. I'm gonna say no to that one. Make Aqua Body also make the user immune to Heatwave. Nah. If you want to make Deladrix immune to Heatwave, use Rain Summon and send it into the battle. You'll turn Heatwave off, and you'll put Rain up. That's better than being immune to a Heatwave. That's just better. Now your moves are stronger, and their moves do less damage to you. Make Flutter do something else under strongest? Nah, I think Flutter's like pretty strong already. Flutter is very strong. It's like boots. What was it? Heavy duty boots, but an ability, which is pretty good. Sets Fungus Curse in Fog sounds fire. I don't know if I want to do that for like a normal ability though, that isn't like a soul burst. Like if it was like a soul burst maybe, although that sounds pretty trash for a soul burst ability. It's kind of like in the same regard as like Icicle soul burst for Banefists. It's Wackalaka? Yeah, but you know. You know. Delete Wackalaka? You don't? Well, sucks to suck, I guess. Kabunga, where's Crackle? Not Crackle, where's Wackalaka? What does Wackalaka lack? Wackalaka has great stats, great moves. It has good abilities, it's just its typing freaking sucks butts. Like, does it... If it got a damage increase, would that be better? Like, oh, in Fog, he gets a... just Inferno, but Fog? I feel like that it does lack a little bit of. It has good coverage, but it does lack damage. But I feel like having that insane coverage with a damage boost is probably overkill. Why does my text keep changing? Give Waka Waka Prismatic before Dark types. I'm not a big fan of that. It's just the type that makes Waka Waka bad. True. I don't really know what to do with Waka Waka, to be honest. I'm not sure if I like Auto Fungus Curse, especially because it doesn't freaking work yet. So, if I were gonna go down that route, I'd have to wait until it gets fixed. What does Pluvial do? I think the ability in Pokemon is a thing called Rain Dish. You heal 1/16 of your health if Rain is active. Give Tatap a better secret ability. It's gonna get Chlorophyll, but we don't have the appropriate weather. Mawamurk. Pet Richer? Ability, if this Loomian is on the field when Rain is active, it makes all Loomians on the fields take damage. Nah, that doesn't really make that much sense. Baked Goods. That's a pretty, like, cool ability name. I'm not sure if I'm gonna go with that low. I'm gonna put these in PvP Discord when I'm done with them. Power Surge, double damage, and Thunderstorm. Nah, I don't think we have to like worry about like double damage moves. I feel like it's a little bit overkill. Is there even like any other moves? Oh, whoa. We need more Thunderstorms. Like, yeah, this is definitely one ability for Thunderstorm. We definitely need like another one, right, Lo? Definitely need another one. I'm not giving Malmort Pluvial. Malmort can have Pluvial, Health Amulet, and is also a plant type, so it just heals in rain anyway. That's too much. That means it heals like, what, 3/16 every turn? No. That's not too much. Okay, bro. And it also has photosynthesis and sap plant. Bro, no. Eliguana. I think Eliguana's abilities are fine low. Eliguana. I don't know if I really want to change Eliguana's abilities, to be honest. Like, yeah, Radiance isn't great, but I mean, every Loomian doesn't need to have 3 great abilities. It already has like 2 great abilities. Zulong, I don't think I should change Zulong. Zulong could get Thunderstorm Summon as a Soul Burst ability. I don't think they should get it low as a normal ability. How about Coward, which would boost Food in Thunderstorm? We already have a boosting speed one. I don't think we need another boosting speed one. Actually, what abilities do we even have? For Rain, right now we have Pluvial, Rain Rush. That's it. For Heatwave, we have Inferno. And that's it, I think? Is that it? Is it just Inferno? I guess we got Burn Up as well, so I mean I'll take that as a 2. What about an ability that provokes Thunderstorm? I mean, let's just Soul Burst Joltu's move low. I don't know if I'd do the same thing low. Unite is fine. The starters aren't getting new abilities, the starters are fine. So yeah, I'm not changing those. Gaudro, no, Gaudro's gonna get Levitate later on. Well, okay, so Rain has 2 abilities. Heatwave has 1 ability and the burn up buff. Wind just has Tumultuous. Fog has Gloomy, and I think that's it. And what's the other one I'm missing? Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm doesn't have any yet, so Tyrex, so 1. I'd like to try and I'd like to try and do at least 2 for like maybe not abilities, maybe like an ability and a buff for a move. I'd like to do like 2 of those at least. I'm not gonna make any new moves because they aren't gonna get introduced for a long time. We already have speed, guys. If you're gonna like recommend speeds for Thunderstorm, like, bro, it's on your screen. We already have it. We already have a speed increase for Thunderstorm. It's time to make Energized Quiver Dance, and no, 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 no. Nah, Cinemoth doesn't need to be a. I don't think Cinemoth should be a weather Loomian or have a weather ability. I think Flutter for it is fine. Like for Wind, we already have Tumultuous. I don't think we need like a. Oh, okay. If I'm gonna give like a speed ability to the Wind weather, it probably shouldn't be on an air type Loomian. It should be on like a non-air type. Flutter only ignores Icicle Trap. Well, that's still pretty good for it. It doesn't lose immediate half of its health. I mean, that's pretty good. Simple type needs help. Simple types are so good. What do you mean? What? And ice types are gonna lose the resistance. Simple is completely fine. Make an ability that boosts offensive stats in Thunderstorm similar to Inferno. I mean, we could. Now Ice needs help? Yeah, true. But I mean, I think it'll be fine. Jumpstart from 1/4 health to 1/8 in Thunderstorm? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I do like the idea, but is that too strong, Glow? That might be too strong. I'll write it down at least. I'll write it down. Frick, what was that move called again? I just read it and I forgot it. Damn it. What was the freaking move called again? Jumpstart. I'll write it down at least. That's not a bad idea. I actually like that. It might be a little bit too good though. So that's all we have to do for Thunderstorm. Thunderstorm's got its 2 buffs. Nice. Why is Billaforge a toxic type? Yes. I don't know. Wasn't up to me. Make chill but fire and give that Loomian chase down. I don't think we really have anything that would make sense with that right now. Where's a wind buff? Wind has tumultuous. I can't really think of anything for winds. Like perch is already. I mean, perch could become cheaper. Do I really want to do that? Do I want to make perch stronger in gust? I don't know. But featherweight? Yeah, like I want to do like featherweight, or what is it called in Pokemon? Wind Rider. We just don't have anything that makes sense for it. And if I'm gonna give it to a Loomian, it shouldn't be an air type. Air types don't need a speed increase on top of a speed increase. Make gust +2 speed, but air types are already getting a speed increase, so I feel like it's not necessary. Buff fluttering gust. I don't know what it would do low, to be honest. I have no idea. Like, giving it a speed increase, it's already getting one, so I don't want to do another one. Maybe it just removes entry. Oh, yeah. I was saying it as soon as I said it. I could make it so, like, yeah, like, its fluttering gust is stronger, so instead of just, like, being immune to entry hazard, it just uses gust immediately, basically. Would it be switched, or would it all... I feel like it should be switched in, right? Like, it has to switch in. Like, if Cinemoth is already on the field and Wind is turned on, I don't think it should also get rid of entry hazards, right? I feel like it should have to switch in to activate, because that's already how the ability works. Okay, well, there's Flutter. So, Gust is done. Easy. Can't wait for Heavy Duty Boots when PvP update drops. Whoa, who said anything about Heavy Duty Boots? Okay. So, Rain is fine, we don't need to touch Rain. Already has 2 abilities, even if one of them isn't really used right now. But it has 2 swimmers. What are they called? It's not Swift Swim. What is it called in this game? I don't remember. I don't remember. Rain Rush. That's what it is. I don't remember the names because Tyradem names them. All my like beta names just don't get accepted. So Rain is fine. Rain Rush, Pluvial, good. Thunderstorm is fine. 1 speed increasing ability and jumpstart buff. Gust is fine. Tumultuous, Flutter. Heatwave is fine. It has Burn Up and Inferno. So it's just Fog. Fog has Gloomy, but that's it. What can I do for Fog? Is there anything for Fog? Game, Loomian. How do I look at Loomian moves? Mechanics. Loomian moves. Remove Fog. That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. Wom, that is not an ability or a move. Why are you typing stuff like that? Like, bro, use your brain a little bit, please. Like, it just feels like you're typing just for the sake of typing. Revenine should have an ability that doubles its speed in Fog. I feel like Revenine's in a good spot low. So let's give the Broken Ice Cream Machine overclock too. I mean, yeah, but I want to give it Slush Rush slow. I want that one to have Slush Rush. I feel like Slush Rush and Overclock both make sense, but I want specifically Slush Rush. I can't even say that like 5 times fast. So replace Sugar Rush? Yes, Sugar Rush is being replaced for Slush Rush. And it's keeping... Oh no, wait, what was the other one? Frick. What abilities does... Wait. Sure, bot. Oh, Chill was becoming Slush Rush, right? I think. I forgot which one I said it was. I think I was gonna give it Sugar Rush and Slush Rush. I don't remember anymore. Chill's going Slush? Okay. I also just don't remember. I mean, yeah, I guess I could change Sugar Rush to be Overclock, I guess? I guess... Sure, but... Bro, texts? Stop. I'll put that actually right here. Change... Sugar Rush... What? I'll put that right under. Okay. So Thunderstorm is good. We just need like Fog. We've got Loomian already. I feel like we should buff a move, right? What move makes sense to get a buff in Fog? Probably a spirit type move, right? Or a light type move, one of those. Magnify just makes you +6 instead of +2. Easy. Done. Perfect. I know. Genius. Genius. Provoke lasts longer. I think that'd be a little bit too goods. Like, definitely too goods. Oh, let's just... Easy. Easy. Okay. Done, baby. Done. Okay, a little bit too goods. Only fix a single? Exactly. Exactly. Well, now Vesperatu can't hit Eclipse anymore, so I gotta buff it in some way, right? There isn't any good spirit type move to like buff. Yeah, there's no good there's no good like spirit type support move. The only one that we have is Final Ruse. Perfect. That's what we're talking about, baby. That's what we're talking about. What do you mean, no thanks? What the heck? There's like no good support moves like Revival, no. Impersonate, no. Hazy Shroud. Already sets up Fog. Final Ruse. Emulate. Like, there's no support spirit type move that would make sense to get a buff. Okay, let's have a look at light type. What light types do we have? Disperse? No. No. Flash? No. Magnify plus... There's no good like light type one either. Ghostly Howl provokes. That's only for one Loomian though, man. What the heck? That's only one. Chase down just become perfect. Perfect. That's what we're talking about. Soul Harvest? I'm pretty sure only one Loomian has Soul Harvests. Pretty sure it's only one. Doesn't only one Loomian have Soul Harvest? Am I dumb? Soul Harvest? Yes, it's just Harv. Nothing else has it. I don't think anything else is going to get that move. That's just Harv's move. Should give Inferno to Infernix instead of Pyro. Pyro, I think, makes more sense, though. Also, you can use... I guess actually Pyro is only Fire-type moves, actually. I think Pyro makes a little bit more sense, though, to be honest. I think. An ability that makes the user passively gain energy when in Thunderstorm. That's not a bad idea, but I don't think we need another Thunderstorm ability right now. To be honest, I don't think we really need that. Also, I don't want to like spam Inferno to other Loomians right now. I feel like I'm going to be pretty like reluctant to give Inferno out. I don't think there's like any move that would make sense to get a buff from Fog right now, to be honest. Yeah. There isn't really any that okay to buff. I'm so tired. Magnify +3, no. No, please. Please. Okay, what about another ability then? We've already got Gloomy. Can we think? I mean, I guess we could just do, yeah, this Loomian's faster in Fog. Do we want to do that though for every weather? I mean, I guess, yeah, I guess we could, right? I guess we could. Make it tankier. An ability to make a Loomian tankier in weather. I don't know if I like that or not. I don't know if I like that. Sounds a little bit too good. I beg for Inferno. Infernix. I'll think about it. I thought about it. No. I'll think about it. Maybe. I'll probably forget after the stream though. I'm not gonna lie. Make Slapdown and not remove items in Fog. That'd be a nerf though. Or I guess I mean, Slapdown's already getting a nerf, so nah. Your soul is gonna get double damage in Fog? Okay, bro. We could do like double speed in Fog. I just don't know who would get that ability. Who would get double speed in Fog? List of Loomians. Let's take a look. Lached already has... Gloomy. Rivenine. Let's have a look at Rivenine. Rivenine. Temper, Scorching Skin. Where's Rivenine's Dex entry? Where is it? I mean, that definitely lines up with it. Remove temporary sucks. How about this, Karam? You suck. I think Scorching Skin makes more sense to get rid of low, right? Okay, I'll put Revenine down as a contender for double speed and fog. What else? Well, Revenine's already fast. Does it really need double speed and fog? Although Arapago is faster, and I gave it Rain Rush, so never mind. Know your wish pub. Oh, true! I forgot about that. I forgot about that. Revenine has 97 speed. Okay, we'll write Revenine down. But is there any other Loomian that makes sense for it? Is there any? Also, it doesn't need to be a spirit type Loomian. I'm just saying. I'm seeing like Wendelin. Like, I don't know about Wendelin. Wendelin is already. Actually, it also makes sense. Wendelin. It do also make sense. What abilities does it even have low? Sharp Claws, Temper, Finesse. Who has Finesse? Oh, it's just Wendelin and Arapago? Nice. Ragoon? Ragoon? Bro, you're not gonna use Ragoon if I give it a freaking double speed, let's be honest. The entire point of using Ragoon is to steal an ability. If you aren't running Ability Thief, you're not gonna use it. Yes, we will. That is the fattest cap I have ever heard. Oh yeah, let's give it to Havisect. Havisect is now twice as fast, but it flails every time you use a move. Come on. Come on, man. What is Wendelin's dex entry anyway? Does it not have one? It doesn't have one! I can't believe T-Brodem, this dude. This dude, he didn't even give it one. Why Temper? What else would I take away from Wendelin? Finesse? Heck no. Heck no. Now Finesse is fine. Why would I take away Finesse? Only like 2 Loomians have it. And it's not a bad ability, right? The user's moves bypass far enchantment, near enchantment, and scape. That's a good ability. That's a completely fine ability. I would get rid of Temper, honestly. I think. Sinogar? Ooh, that one's not a bad idea. Why are they all Spirit type Loomians low? I mean, to be honest, I guess this ability makes sense on every Spirit type Loomian, I guess. Yeah, technically. Sinogar's not a bad shout low, to be honest, but I think, am I not already like changing Sinogar's ability? Am I dumb? I feel like I'm already like changing it. Iridescent Karambos. Let's have a look at Karambos. Ravenous Battle Armor Designated Choppers. I don't want to change any of Karambos's abilities low. Also, Belly Drum with double speed and fog. You're taking crack. Like, actually. No. No. Yeah, you guys don't use Temper Wendelin. You guys trying to tell me like Temper Wendelin is actually good? Nobody's using that. Nobody using that. I do the bro. Raph, you just say I do to like anything, bro. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I do. Okay, Raph. Okay. We could also give this ability to Revenine. I don't know if I want to give this to 2 spirit types slow at once. I don't know if Ragoon really makes sense with it either. I mean, like, yeah, Ragoon is like a thief, but I don't think that really fits in with Fog. I don't think this one really makes sense with Fog. Or I don't think that really makes sense with Ragoon for Fog. Umbra, I'm not gonna change any of Umbra's abilities. Wait, does Umbra have territorial? Wait a minute. Whoops. Does Umbra have territorial? It does not. So no, I'm not changing any of its abilities. It's Twyla that has territorial, I think. Nah, it's keeping confidence. I'm not gonna give Umbra that. Did you kill territorial? That's what I'm saying. I'm getting rid of it slowly anyway. Halvantic? Nah, I don't think actually, I forgot it's the Halloween Loomian. I don't know how I forgot about that. Oh yeah, I forgot. I gave it Mystery Toxins as a secret ability. I was trolling. I was hard trolling with that secret ability. I was like, I have no idea what else to give it for this ability. Perfect. Mystery Toxins, baby. I forgot about that. Such a random ability on it. Hey, tanky Halvantic goes hard, okay? It goes hard. I don't think your soul should have double speed in Fog, I'm just saying. Yeah, we could give it to Halvantic, but Halvantic is already so strong. Do we need it? Do we need Halvantic to get a buff? I don't think so. Yes? Okay. Whatever you say. Halvantic is outclassed so bad. By who? Who outclasses Halvantic? What? What do you mean? Wackalaka. Okay, great. Great one. Also, junk one of the 3. Haste doubles user speed. Oh, you come up with a name for this. Not sure if I like Hastes. And if I'm not really like big fan of it, I don't think T-Rhythm is gonna take that one. Give it to Odo Yaga. I was trying to like avoid giving it to roamers, to be honest. I was trying to avoid giving it to roamers because otherwise Nevermare is like another one that would make sense as well. Because it's the Maze Loomian. I don't think Fog... Ragoon and Fog is like 2 completely different things. I don't think it makes sense. Like, Ragoon is a crook, a criminal, a robber. Like, that doesn't really go with Fog. That kind of like more goes with like nighttime, I would say, like a nighttime like weather. Robbers Robin Fog. I don't know about that. Swolder? It's not a bad idea. I don't know if I would give Swolder a fog ability though, I'm not gonna lie. I like the creativity. I don't know about that. If I'm gonna give this ability to someone, I think it would probably be a Halloween Loomian, right? Okay, what are the Halloween Loomians? Halvantic makes sense with this double speed. I don't think it needs it low. Halvantic is already great. Imperior, I don't think it also needs it. I don't think it needs it. What even is another one? Wakalaka? I mean, Wakalaka doesn't need double speed though. It's so freaking slow. It's like, okay, nice. Instead of having 5 speed, I have 10 speed. Yay! Also, Zed coming to the 2. 100% Halvantic should get it as a secret ability. I mean, yeah, I agree. It makes complete sense. I would be down, but it's so good. But Halvantic is so good already. It's so good. We're ready for that. Oh. Again, Riff is already so slow. Lashent, it already has one. It has Gloomy. This is a lot tougher than I thought. Should we just give it to Odoyaga? That also makes sense. Nevermere does as well. I don't know if I want to give a Roamer a weather ability low. It just seems a little bit weird. Revenine was an option. I feel like I prefer Wendelin instead of Revenine low, to be honest. Also, I don't want to give it to a Null or Spirit type if possible. I'd like to try and give it to a different Loomian. I don't want Fog to just be more and more Spirit types. Oh yeah, I forgot about Octodize. I'll get into that one later, I guess. No, Naragoon, okay, Naragoon. Parasol, nah. Nah. I guess it's just gonna be Halvantic then, I guess. Wakalaka Gloomy? Wakalaka Gloomy sounds alright, but I mean, it already has good coverage. I don't think Wakalaka's issue is damage, right? Isn't it like more just its freaking typing is bad? Like just straight up bad? Okay, let's think about Wakalaka. Obviously, it doesn't need speed. I don't think Wakalaka needs a damage increase. Both think its defenses isn't gonna do anything because it's weak to so many things. Quad weak to dark, quad weak to bug, weak to fire. So many like common weaknesses. I mean, yeah, Fungus Curse ability, but Fungus Curse just doesn't work right now, I don't think, right? Or does it? I don't remember. Doesn't Fungus Curse only work for the thing that is currently on the field? I want it to just be like Bane of Haste. It's 5 turns no matter what. Wakalaka gets an ability that ignores the type chart. That's probably a broken ability low. Fungus Curse works? Yeah, but how does it work low? Doesn't it only work with things that are on the fields? Wakalaka gets dark or bug resists? I'll come back to Wakalaka in the future. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. There's no need to rush for a Wakalaka ability because it doesn't matter what we do to it, it's still gonna suck. It's still gonna suck. We'll come back to it, okay? I think this is fine. Swalder with a speed ability plus Brawn boost would be so cool. It's a spidery sneak it. I don't know if you realize or not, but this is a swole spider. Not really like hide. It's more like a camper, really. I don't know if Swolder makes sense with a fog ability, to be honest. Like, Swolder makes more sense if it had Ambush, I would say, rather than Gloomy. But I'm not giving out... I'm not making more Ambush users. Terrafly already has that. Also, John can live free. Can we call the new ability Shroud? Stride. I mean, I'm probably not going to name them, by the way. I'm terrible at naming. T-Brim is going to think of a name for all these. So I'm not really going to bother unless I see a really cool name. Like, Overclock is perfect. I don't know about Shroud Stride. I'm not sure about that one. I'm not changing Nevermere's secret ability. Frenzy is fine on Nevermere. I think I'm just gonna leave it for this for now, okay? We don't have to go crazy, okay? I mean, we're already like changing the weather effects. We don't need to go super crazy with the new abilities and moves. I can always come back to I don't want to like make too many things for like one change. Oxydrake. Is Oxydrake the only Loomian with Oxidize? I feel like it is, isn't it? Isn't it? Yeah, just the coupling evolution. Rework Oxidize ability to increase the user's melee defense by 1 stage if rain or gusts. I think that is fine. Yeah. It only can be +1. It can't go higher than +1, but I mean, yeah. Oxidize increases range bulk. Oxidize increases melee defense. Make it range defense, but I feel like melee defense is probably better. I mean, you already resist the water and the air types, so I mean, eh. Also, Brido come with the 2. Waka Dark Adds under fog 2x weakness equals 1x, 4x equals 2x. I mean, it already has enchanted coat. That's just a stronger enchanted coat. I like the idea. I think it's too much though. Also, Knight coming in with the membership with an absolute big nerd, big simp. Make it bulk up, make it range defense. I mean, we could make it range defense, I guess. Good luck taking a soul move from Scaliclo. Actually, no, you resist that. I thought that was neutral for a second. Let's have a look at Oxydrake's stats. Low-key, this is worse than normal oxidize. Well, the issue with the normal oxidize, the current oxidize, it isn't guaranteed to activate. You specifically need to take a hit, a direct hit from a water or air type move. If you never get hit by those moves, your ability quite literally does nothing. Whereas with this one, it will always be guaranteed to give you at least one. Why not both? That's too much. That is too much. It's too weak. I mean, it activates in 2 different weathers, though. Like, for example, with this one, get its double, which is equivalent to +2, but it's only in one specific fog, or one specific weather. For this one, it's 2 weathers. Actually, wait. Would it be a stat buff, or would it just be a straight up percentage? I feel like this should be a percentage, so you can't keep like stacking rain. Because if you stack rain, and then the opponent gets rid of it, you can then put it back up and you get another +1. I think it should be just a straight up stat increase, not a stage. I think it should be a percentage, not a stat. Because otherwise you can keep like stacking, like, oh, if you have Deladrix and Whippledrift on your team, you can just keep switching them both in over and over again and get to +6. I think that's fine. I'm not doing +1. Like, I always told you, like, why Rogoma? So in Fog, like, these Loomians in Fog get +2 to their speed. It doubles, but it's only for one weather. For this Oxidrake Oxidize ability, we're doing the opposite. We're doing 2 weathers, but instead of like a double or a +2 stat increase, you only get a +1 equivalent. I think that's a fair trade. These abilities only work in 1, these abilities work in 2. Or this ability works in 2. I think that's a fine trade. Why Gust? Because Oxidize right now gives you a +1 melee defense increase if you're hit with a water or an air type move. Speed is better than defense. Well, yes, offensively, speed is better than defense. But defensively, Oxidrake resists water and rain. And air. I'm a freaking idiot. Oxidrake resists water and air, which are the primary Loomians that you're using for this. So defensively, that's already, like, amazing. So, like, you don't need to run this Oxidize on your rain team. If you're, like, running, I don't know, like a Heatwave team, you could still bring an Oxidrake just to help you in case you run into a rain team. Oxidrake will get a stat increase, and it helps you because it resists water and air. But I think it's fine. I'm not gonna do both defenses. Both defenses is Stilla. I think this is fine. Both defenses is very Scylla. That's overkill by a long shot. Also, Oxdrake already has Rejuvenate and Bait. It doesn't need both. Make it different, so like melee defense and range defense and winds. I think it should just be one stat. I don't think I have to worry about like making it switch. I'm not gonna worry about making it switch. Okay, okay, I'm leaving it like that, okay? I'm leaving it like that. I think it's fine. Making it switch would make it more flexible while team building. Yeah, but then, like, let's say, for example, like, oh, you want the melee defense in Rain, but Rain gives you, like, a melee defense increase. It's like, okay, well that kind of sucks. I wanted to be like the same one for both. I think that's fine. Change ambush to passive on Heatwave. For Lashen, I don't know if that makes any sense. Cool. Lashen, change ambush to Watcher so people don't have to waste festive lights. Festive lights? Why are you complaining about festive lights, bro? Just go get some, man. Easy. Just go get some. But yeah, I think Lashen is a little bit too strong with ambush. It's already got Gloomy and Watcher, which are both still good abilities. This is a little bit too good. Or I mean, we could also like look at its moves, but I feel like the moves are fine. I feel like it's the issue with ambush. The coverage is fine. It's just ambush that's giving you like a lot of damage increase. Let's just make it a really troll ability so people that already have the secret ability ambushes get screwed over. I like that idea. Loomian abilities. Oh yeah, by the way, this doesn't need to be a weather ability, I'm just saying. Prismatic, nice. Nice. Pitch black. Nah. Aggressive, all-seeing, ambush, analyze, anomaly, appetite, applies frustration. Baneful, battle armor, no. Bully, doesn't work. Captivating? Another captivating? Dusk? I want to give like an actual decent ability. So if we think about it, okay? If we think about it. Lashen already has 2 damage abilities. Gloomy for fog, Watcher for non-fog. Actually, thinking about it, I give Lashen 3 damage abilities. Why did I do that? I don't know. I have no idea why I did that. I have no idea. Petrifying? I don't think we need to go from a great ability to another great ability. I'm just gonna say that. I don't know if that's a good idea. Contact curse, Shakedown, perfect. That's what everybody wants, right? That's what everybody wants. Lashen Power Napper, bro. Bro. You're trolling. You are just straight up trolling. Also, Zed one of the 2 prankster type ability for Lashen, handy. Not a bad idea. Does Lashen... I'm gonna say no because rejuvenate. We don't need handy rejuvenate, bro. We don't. Give it Watcher. It already has Watcher. It already has it. Woodsman. Woodsman makes sense, but mask swap, no. Guru, Gummy, Hag, Handy, Harmonize, no. Herd behavior, high explosive, hydrates. Ignorance, no. Glide? No? I'm gonna say no. Incandescent, Inferno, Insulated, Intern, Landborn, Lazy. I want to make it like a decent ability. I don't want to completely screw over everyone that already has the secret ability. Also, chill with the two. How about that ability that heals you in rain? Pluvial? It already has a weather ability. I don't know if I want to give it another one. Also, it's kind of a dead tree, so I don't think it really would heal in rain. Because it's already kind of dead. You know? Kind of already dead. Devious. Not a bad idea. Also, Brido, corner of the 5. Dark outs again when facing Loomian with a super effective move on you. Your moves gain +1 power to. Whack-Lock has so much coverage, though. I feel like it's a bad idea. Like, priority moves are funny and all, but I like to try and keep them balanced. Like, not Lashen, what's Fallman? Like, Fallman has a priority ability. I like to be very careful with those type of abilities, especially because Fallman is going to get like 110 base power moves later on. Imagine those getting priority, that would be insane. That's a pretty good ability, right? That's a pretty good ability. That's a really good ability. Perfect. Everyone's favorite ability. What do you mean, no? What do you mean? Petrifying honestly isn't a bad shout. I feel like it's really good defensively. I don't think I should give it another... A defensive ability would be fine. I don't think Petrifying is a good idea, though. I feel like it's a little bit too strong, right? I feel like it's a little bit too strong. Ignorance... not a big fan of that idea. Not a big fan. Terrifying. I don't know about terrifying. If I'm gonna give it terrifying, I feel like I'd rather give it petrifying, to be honest. Stop. What do you mean stop, bro? What do you mean? Webbing? I don't think that makes sense. Pitch black. Pitch black isn't a bad idea, but it already has like 3 damaging abilities. I feel like I should switch it up for a different type of ability, right? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I feel like Lashent should probably lose ambush. I actually... Oh, I just realized I spelled ambush wrong. Ambush. What the heck do I switch it to, Lo? Like, what? I don't think there's any ability in the game right now, other than, like, petrifying. I'm like, yeah, that's fine. That would be fine. I'll be fine with that. Reaper? No. Oh. Guerrilla tactics? Okay, bro. You're trolling. You're straight up trolling. Woodsman isn't a bad idea, but do we really want Woodsman? Like, do we really want Woodsman? Dauntless isn't a terrible idea either, but I mean, then you're not gonna run Watcher anymore. Petrifying? Honestly, I think Petrifying is a pretty good ability. I'll write it down, but I feel like that might be a too good ability to give it. I'll write it down for now. I feel like that's a little bit too good. Maybe. Vengeance? I don't think it really fits the idea of Lashent though, right? Like, I don't think Lashent really cares about getting revenge, I think. Where even is Lashent in here? Where the heck? There is. Legends say that Lashents are dead trees who were brought to life when decorated with human clothing. Decorating trees with clothing was a part of old Rorian tradition, said to take place during the fall season. Black ability to reduce energy moves in fog. I mean, it already has expertise, so I mean, that'll just be expertise with extra steps. I appreciate it again, low leg. Not a bad idea, but we already have expertise, so I mean, Wakalaka Foresight. Also, it's alright. I'm not gonna worry about Wakalaka right now, though. Eventually, I will move on to Wakalaka. Not in this stream, definitely not. I think it's fine for now. Give it Mysterious Cloak. Mysterious Cloak. Possessor is immune to all damage that does not directly come from a move. I don't think so. I don't think so. Mask swap doesn't really make sense on this. It only has one mask, it's not really like switching it out for anything. Yeah, I can't really think. I don't know if I like any other ability than Petrifying, to be honest. This means immune to spirit type moves, heals 30% when hit by one. I don't think Lashent should get a healing ability, I'm just gonna put that out there. Lashent is already like pretty annoying to remove. So I mean, like, giving it healing just for switching in is pretty like nuts. Because that means you'd never have to like click Rejuvenate if you don't want to. Finesse makes sense as well. Let's be honest though, is anybody gonna use Finesse on Lashent? No, definitely not. With Petrifying, it's gonna be Incineroar, don't do it. I don't think so. It doesn't have like fake outs. Yeah, it's got fade away, but I mean, I don't think it's anywhere close to Incineroar level. They'll just use Watcher? I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Vicious? Not a terrible idea. I did see that when I thought about it for a second, but I was like, Poison doesn't really make that much sense. If I was going to give it like an ability like that, I think Mean Spirited would make more sense, but that's Duska's ability. Change Watcher to the new ability and change Ambush to the Watcher one. I mean, Watcher's a normal ability, it should be pretty easy to get a good one right. Especially with like the shards in UMV now, I think it doesn't matter that much. I think I'll have to think about this one a little bit more. My favorite so far is Petrifying, but I don't know if I like that one, to be honest. I don't think there's any ability in the game I want it to have. I feel like I might have to come with a new one. Also, Zed's going with the two. Petrifying on Lashent plus Preemptive Strike on your snack. Petrifying on Lashent makes sense. I just don't know if I agree with it. Glutton is a dead tree. I don't think it's gonna be gluttonous. Like, it's quite literally a dead tree. Hydrate, but it's dead already, so I mean, why are you hydrating? Shadow tag. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. A new ability idea for Lashen lowers the opponent's range attack on switch. That's not a bad idea. It's almost like that's petrifying. Yeah, I might give Banfino a new ability later on. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'll see if the ability is gonna get fixed. If we just aren't gonna fix the ability, then I might just get rid of it. I mean, this isn't a weather ability, so I don't have to do this right now, but I mean, it's clearly a problem, I think, right? It's clearly a big problem. Isn't it like number one in terms of usage? And it's not even close. Like, it's just overall number one everywhere. False on pressure on Lashen as pharoglyph. Oh, course. I don't think I like it as much as petrifying. Is number 2 on usage? Then what's number 1? Soulburst Corruptedodds is number 1? Oh, damn. Yeah, I like petrifying. I'm just like trying to think of like, is that too good for it, low? Oh, Lashen is number 1. Of course, Walm is a liar. This dude, man, can't stop lying through his teeth. Friends is pretty garbage. I don't want to screw over the people that already have secret ability Lashens. Although petrifying is kind of screwing people over because it's a completely different ability. It's not damage boosts. Shadow tag. I think I'm gonna go petrifying. It makes sense. It's a dead tree, it's a Halloween Loomian, it's meant to be scary. Terrifying would also work, but we have so many terrifying users. I think petrifying would be cool. Petrifying is a buff. Defensively, yes. Offensively, it is a nerf. It is definitely a nerf. Give it combustible. Hey, I already did that for a meme, okay? I'll give it petrifying, I think. I think I'm gonna do petrifying. I think that's it, Lynn, right? Is that everything? I think that is everything. Remove its moves. I don't think its moves are the issue. I think ambushes. Ambushes. Would I go as far to say ambush might be the best ability in the game? It's definitely one of them. It is definitely one of them. Is ambush the best ability in the game? What are some contenders for like the best ability in the game? Power Napper, obviously. Damn it. Nerf ambush. I mean, I don't exactly know how I would nerf it. Like, it maybe instead of like 50%, it's like 25% boosted, or instead of double, it's 50%. Wait, what does actually what does ambush even do right now? It doubles the power, right? It does double damage instead of normal damage, I think. I could nerf ambush to be plus 50% instead of 100. Yeah. What about that? Should we try that instead? Should we just try nerfing ambush instead? I think that might be the better way to go, to be honest. Because if we look at like all of the ambush Loomians, ambush isn't the problem. I mean, Joltooth is a problem. What's the Loomian that has ambush that isn't a problem? I guess Terrafly is the only one. Slick Shell is busted too. Yeah, but only one Loomian has that low. Oh, Kanibo. Yeah, but Kanibo is pretty good. Actually, I haven't seen a Kanibo for so long. Why does nobody use Kanibo anymore? That thing used to be everywhere. What happens? People complain about Drudgeon Tooth. Oh yeah, true. I'll have to think about it more then, because I have no idea what I would want to do for that. I do like Petrifying Glow. I don't know if that's like still a too good ability for it though. The only issue is it is a complete change from offensive to defensive, so it is going to screw over a lot of people's current secret ability chance. That's my only issue. Shadow tag, bro. I'm not doing shadow tag, okay? Stop asking for shadow tag. Stop, please. Walder terrifying? No. Definitely not. That is definitely like not gonna happen. Kanibo rework? I think Kanibo's fine. Like, it seems to be like not being like used that much right now, but I still think Kanibo is a very scary Loomian. I guess it's just got like a lot of competition right now. That thing glow with like price band instead of boots, I think is gonna be pretty scary once again low. Not used because everyone has your snack. Okay, that's fair. But your snack is planned to get a huge nerf later on, so that might help it. Might. Is there any other like weather abilities or weather moves? I don't think there is lore now. I think that's all of them. I think I'm happy with that. Brawn boost Corruptana. I mean, Corruptana already has Drudge. I think that's fine. I don't really want to give too many things both of Brawn boost and Drudge. Oops. Gonna make some Mystic Token can't. Crocodiles. No. I feel like that risk should be applied, because I mean, you're technically still using the move. When are you adding Toxicob? I think there's actually a sprite for Toxicob. I think it's called Cursed Claw or Toxic Claw. It's something claw. It's like a claw, basically, or like a fang or something like that. I forgot exactly what it is. We have got that coming though in the future. That might come with PvP 2.0, hopefully. Cursed Claw. It might be that, yeah. Item leak? Nah, I reviewed that one a long time ago. I think I actually had a sprite. Actually, let me have a look. I have it saved in my files. Documents. PvP items. Status inflicting. Oh, it's called Poison Fang, but I'm pretty sure it's meant to be Cursed Fang. When was this made again? It was made back in... Oh, that's when I created it. Okay, well, I think it was made years ago, was what I'm trying to get at. I think it was legitimately made like in 2001. Show on stream? I mean, sure. That is a Cursed Claw. Obviously, it's blurry because it's meant to be like that size. But I mean, it's just a claw with like a skull and crossbones on it. I think it was like made like 3 years ago. Did I say 2001? I meant 2021. Bro, I'm so freaking tired, okay? I'm so freaking tired. I'm in 21. Brawn boost on Drudge Kanibo. No. No. I don't think I will. I don't think I will. Give crab time. No, I'm not doing tail glow. Okay, no. Bro, I don't know. I'm just so tired. My sleep schedule is actually horrendous right now. Is there any little rally moves I should take a look at really fast? I'm down really fast to go over some more rally moves, but I think rally moves right now we're probably fine on for right now. I don't know if I want to give out the weather moves yet. Like, we could give out climate cannon. Climate cannon would be fine. When are these changes gonna happen? Yes. I do know. Also, I don't think Tarex needs an electric type move. Accelerate for Waka Waka. Oh, impersonate. I need to give impersonate or something. What makes sense with impersonates? Should we just do Maraith? I guess. I think Maraith is just the easiest one. Maraith. Yeah, I guess we just give it to Maraith. Thinogar? Is Thinogar even gonna use that move low? I'll give it to Maraith just so it can be passed on to Cosmeleon. I'll probably just give it to Maraith. Boonery? I mean, yeah. I could also give it to Boonery. Boonery definitely makes sense, and Boonery's never gonna use a freaking move. That is true. That is definitely true. Boonery ain't rallyable? Oh yeah, you almost got me. Yeah, I guess just Maraith one. We can just do Maraith. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream off there, Len. New weather abilities. Let me save this file. I will put both of these files that I just made, okay, into PvP chats once I'm done streaming. Once I ended. But yeah, I think we're good. We could give out the weather moves right now. I think I'm gonna wait until we actually do these updates first, I think. Fireblast, Dalburst, and about that. So yeah. I think for like weather, like the 110 base moves and weather or climate cannon, I think I'm gonna wait until we actually finally do this update, and then we'll look into them, okay? So yeah, I'm gonna leave off here low. I'm probably gonna go straight to bed. It's 10 p.m. I have been awake for 20 hours. I did fix my sleep schedule, but hey, I finally did it. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you big noobs later.